So, this is another video, and this one is going to be for you ladies who are hitting the wall, as they say. Now, I consider there to be two walls. The first one is from 25 to 30. That's the first wall. You can recover from that wall, I think. I think it's a myth that you can't recover from it. Most women don't, because it takes just too much effort. And women just don't put in that kind of effort. But you can overcome it. The second wall, however, age 35 to 45 is when I consider that. At that point, if you're not in decent shape, if you really let yourself go, then there is no coming back. You're after the second one. So, that being said, I want to explain to you women who keep telling us that, well, you're going to wait until you're I'm now hearing women say, well, I can have babies until I'm 40 or 45. Now, if we're to follow the science strictly, sure. The real exponential dangers of having a Forrest Gump for a son does become an explicit danger once you hit 45. From 40 on, it begins to really pick up pace. But until then, you're right. You don't actually hit the wall where your eggs literally start drying up until that age. Once you hit that age, then the game is over. And you better figure out what you want to do very quickly. But here's the thing, ladies. Once again, it's all about what you want. Have you asked us what we want? I'm going to tell you right now, and I know for a fact that the vast majority of men probably would agree with me. Once I'm 35, that's it. Game over. No more. Right now, I have no hope, and I don't even plan on or consider the option of, getting married and having kids. That's the thing, is like, even if I found a decent girl, I'm not talking about Miss Right. There is no Mrs. Right. There's Mrs. Good Enough. Only. I mean, like I said in a previous video, I'm a virgin, so I would prefer a virgin. But I'm giving up on that and probably gonna lose my virginity soon, so whatever. There's no point in trying to save it anymore. Once I hit 35, that's it. I won't want kids after that. I'm already feeling the exhaustion. And I already feel exhausted mainly because I didn't really get to live life. And that's another problem a lot of men face. You ladies get to have all of this fun and everything and experience life almost for free. You pretty much just have shit handed to you. And get to travel all over the world and everything. A lot of you. And what do us guys do? What do we have? We have nothing. Most of us were completely alone. And we really didn't get to do any of that. If we did do any of that, then we were probably bums the whole time. Jumping from place to place, worried about where our next meal would come from. It wasn't something that was particularly fun, per se. It was an adventure, maybe. But most of us don't even do that. Most of us just sit there and work, trying to get what we're told will get us ahead and get us a decent girl. Well, most of us did that, and it blew up in our face. And now we are stuck in dead-end jobs and are still alone. And that's the thing. It's like, that, along with this bullshit, it's really depressing and exhausting. If I have to keep dealing with this kind of crap until I'm 35, and then suddenly everything starts getting better at 35, I'm going to laugh my ass off. Because any woman that comes to me at 35, I will lie to her. I will take her for such a ride just so I can fuck her. And I mean that. Why not? Why not? I ask you, give me one truly good reason at that point. At that point in age, it shouldn't even matter. You're like, oh, it's so mean. No, it's not. She's been doing shit like that herself, for the better part of a decade and a half. Screw her. I don't care about her feelings. Too fucking bad. I would rather at that age just simply join the Cop Carousel and just fuck as many hot young chicks as I possibly can. Fuck the bullshit. And so to all of you ladies that you think you can get a guy and have kids and wait that long to have kids, I want you to think about that, because here's another thing to consider. I'm going to link this article so that you can read it. There's women that will tell you, sure, yeah, all of that's true, but do you really want to be a mom at 40? Do you realize how exhausting it is to be a mom at 40? You're going to be 40. You're going to be halfway through your life. I'm sorry, but kids is something that you do when you're young. You have kids when you're young, because that's how fucking exhausting kids are. And I'm the same way. Once I start hitting 35, any slim chance that might still exist in the back of my mind that I'm suppressing because I'm sick and tired of hearing all this bullshit from women, even if, that could somehow all be changed, it's only until 35 that I would even consider that. And I think most men are the same way. After that, no, we're going to be too tired. We don't want to work, especially me. I can only speak for me, but me, I don't want to work until I'm 70 to support a kid. Which is what's going to happen. I'll be fucking 70 still working a job that I fucking hate because my son or daughter or whatever, is just now finishing college or some bullshit like that. No, I refuse to do it. I don't want it. That's retarded. It sounds stupid. And then there's, even if you are having kids at the right age. Say, I think the right age is 25. 25 is when you should do it, ladies. That's when you should find a guy. 25 to 30. That's when you should find a guy, in my opinion, and start having kids. If you can. That's the ideal age, because then you still have some energy. But you won't be able to enjoy your retirement quite as much, even if you have kids that early, probably. What? Actually, I should say that. You probably will. Me, though, if I had kids, if you were having kids until you're 40, you're not going to have a retirement at all. Say bye-bye to that. Say bye-bye to having, the wonderful golden years of your life. No, that's a privilege for only for the fucking baby boomers. Right. The baby boomer scum of the earth. They're the ones that get to have that, not us. Because they are amazing con artists. But anyways, even if you did all of that, even if you did at the right age, then just look at the world around you. You're not going to be able to raise your kids because you're both going to be working all the time. So what's the point in having the kid because you can't fucking raise them? And the fucking state ain't going to do a good job because it hasn't been doing a good job. You send them off to school. Why? They don't learn anything in school. They don't really learn anything in school. And then you got the police state itself. Just the schools themselves are like a police state now. But what if you wanted to take them on a vacation? I don't want the TSA to feel up my daughter. My fucking 5-year-old daughter or whatever. You know, like I don't want that. I don't want them to walk through an x-ray machine where they get a full body x-ray, a nice big heaping dose of radiation. No. I don't want that. I don't want any child growing up in this society, because this society will completely fuck up their brains permanently. And that's the final reason. So to all of you bitches that are over the hump, get over yourselves. It's over. The only guys you're going to be able to get at your age, by the time you're 40 or 45, are fucking pathetic losers. Beta male cock-sucking motherfuckers that don't turn you on. You're not actually attracted to them. You're just with them because you have to be. Because you're that desperate. You want a manly man. Don't tell us the opposite. And that's not what you're going to get. In some way, shape, or form, and I think you know this, you're going to be sorely disappointed with your choice by the time you reach that age. You're probably already disappointed, but prepare to be even more disappointed. Because guys like me, man, no. And that's why you all are having such a hard time, ladies, because all of the guys that are real men were like, you know what, fuck this. I'm done playing this game, and we just join the Cop Carousel, and we start fucking as many hot young chicks in their early 20s as much as we can. That's what we would prefer. That's what I would prefer. So whatever, you know, that's my warning to all of you cunts that keep saying this shit. You have no idea what you're getting yourself into.